Coming up next, the luxurious Lincoln Navigator Reserve. Hey, Mark Savage here. We're talking luxury and large luxury, and that starts with an L, and that's Lincoln, right? Lincoln has been a luxury make for thousands of years.
Thousands of years, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Paul and I were, we were in diapers.
We were in diapers, and it was already in existence. But
right.
Anyway, it used to be Continentals and town cars and so forth. Now, of course, it's all SUVs, and that's the way of the world. Giant grill, of course, because the whole thing is giant. This thing is 210 inches long, Paul, so that's a big vehicle.
It's almost small compared to giant.
Well,
it's small, well, size doesn't
this is like the Grand Wagoneer, or the Escalade. That BMW X7 that we had was a little smaller, but super luxurious. Anyway, we're going to show you all the luxury in this thing. It looks luxurious. I think it's a good-looking vehicle. Of course, it's a dark red. You may not tell it. It's a dark day here in cloudy, overcast Wisconsin. But that, of course, only costs you $700 extra. But you don't.
That's a deal.
Who wants just a white car or whatever? So, Navigator along the side looks sharp. I mean, it's a good-looking. It's boxy but good-looking. I think it's very sophisticated-looking. And of course, we got the power hatch. But we got to show you, because it's a 3-row, full-size SUV.
Oh, the taillight kind of
taillight lights up a little bit there. I got one seat down, another seat up back here, but this is the 3rd row, and there's plenty of room back here. They've got real compact rear suspension on this, so it actually gives you a little more leg room back here. And we can push down. This will power down your seat, drops your head.
Because you don't have to push it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Paul, we're talking luxury, buddy. It's got to be luxury. And if you really want to, we can even do the 2nd row seats like that also. The problem is, 2nd row seat does not come back up, whereas the 3rd row, look at that. We can press the button and bring it right back up. So, if you don't have the big console in the center and you got a bench seat in the back, it'll seat 8. Otherwise, this one would seat 7. Not a whole lot of room back here, and a little bit of storage underneath if you have the seats all the way up. But guess what, Paul? Just like the Grand Wagoneer, there's a longer version.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because everybody needs a longer.
Yeah,
a school bus version.
Yeah, so if a school bus version. So if you're going to be using this 3rd row seat, another 15 inches of space is available in the L. So you're going to bring it all the way out to there. Then you got plenty of room.
And who doesn't need more room?
Yeah, that's right. All right. We'll take a look inside next, and it's all leather, baby.
Okay.
Oh, Paul, we'll just take a quick look in the back. Obviously, another giant sunroof. That's nice for the people in the 2nd row. 3rd row, there's still nothing back there. We got a power foot. Come on, Mark. Jesus.
Step.
Well, let's try it again.
Okay.
So, Paul, back seat, we got plenty of space back here. We've got a retractable running board here that comes down automatically when you come up to the car. We got the big sunroof, and these are massaging, not just heated and cooled, but massaging rear seats. That was only like $6.95 extra, and I think that would be worth it for your family members. Of course, being luxurious, all this wood in here is open pore wood. In the olden days, I think open pore wood was considered bad because you had the open pores, but now it's good, so that's nice. This is a big screen here. We'll turn the car on in just a minute and show you that everything lights up here. But so the people back here can adjust their heat, their radio. We got sun visors and everything back here. So this is just kind of wild and crazy. The 3rd row seat, which is nice because look at this, Paul. We got oodles here. I got to put the headrest up, but it hits you right in the back. But we got oodles of leg room here. I'll pull this back. Click, baby. There we go. Even that, look, I can kind of partially recline. I still got lots of leg room back here. We got some buttons here too, Paul. That this one, oh, there we go. It gives me a little more reclining. Take a little nap back here. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
What happened? I don't know. You fell asleep. That is all.
Hey, Ross, look, I think we need to talk about before.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Now, look, that was the best nap I ever had.
or I can power it back up, sit more straight up and down. I'm only about 5'5", but I got a reasonable headroom. I mean, you probably don't want your 6'7" guys back here, but if you're not an NBA player, you probably can get in here easily.
Okay.
Look at all your controls you got back there, buddy.
What got the music.
Yeah.
There's my music. There's my heated seats.
Heated seats are always good.
Yep, heated seats are always good. Let's see. Oh, massage.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, let's get right going on that one. Yeah, crank that baby all the way up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get Paul out of the back seat. Although,
Yeah.
hey, the front seat also is massaged too, man. And these are 30-way adjustable front seats. Can you imagine?
We're counting all 30.
We're gonna try and count all 30. Massaging, heated, cooled, all that good stuff. And Paul, how's that for us? Is that a reasonable size?
Yeah, that's reasonable size.
That's 13 and something.
More than reasonable.
Like 13.2 inches. That's a big one. We got push button transmission here, which is easy. It just takes a while to get used to. I mean,
Yeah.
I keep looking for like here, which if this is shut, then it's like, well, where's my stuff? No, not there. I don't have a shifter, but it does take a little while. Well, what I do like about this, Paul, is not the heated and cooled seats. You can put them on automatic or punch the buttons, but you can just do it right here. Here I can put auto temp on. That's good. It's going to control it by itself that way. But so many of these things now I have to adjust up here, and you're driving along and you think, I got to look and
Yeah, I don't want to take my eyes off.
hey, I'm trying to drive the car. Whereas otherwise I can just glance down here and I can see the red button for heat or the blue button for cool. So that's good. We got a heated steering wheel up here. That's okay because you're not going to do that all the time, and you're going to do it probably when you first start the car up. And it remembers, so like I've had it on, so it keeps running. Screen is real easy. Everything is easy to use. Audio, phone, navigation, phone list, apps, settings, everything is right there. Easy to deal with, and all your climate controls are right here. So that's good. We do have a charger inside here. We can just lay our phone in there. We obviously got the usual cup holders and stuff. Again, we got the open pore wood up here so you can kind of feel the grain in it. That's kind of nice. And we can open this up and look at all the space we got. We can take that out. I mean, I could put a
Couple of beers.
or something, or non-alcoholic beverages if I was driving. But you know what? This also has the automatic hands-free driving. So we'll show you that when we get out on the road. Again, there's not much this car doesn't have. When you're looking at giant sunroofs, we got all the seat controls are on the door over here. First of all, 3 memory buttons, but we can look. I can raise and lower my headrest. Let's see. I'll put it up because you can see it rise a little bit more. If I'm really tall, which I'm not, I could have put it way up there. I can bring it right back down to where it's comfy. Kind of like a little pillow back here. Not too bad. Easy. I could doze off there. And here's, I said 30 controls. I haven't figured out what all 30 are, but you can see this is the back of the seat.
Yeah.
The upper back and the lower back of the seat. So that's kind of nice. Obviously, there's all of the lumbar supports, and then there's this cushion down here. I don't know if you can see this, Paul, but this is powering this up a little bit so I can feel a little bit more support underneath my legs in here, which is probably better for a long-legged driver. That's good too. And again, massaging seats. I can punch this button, Paul. Punch that back button, and all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, and there it is over there.
And then it tells you what
look
you
at it,
got
it's
here.
rotating.
Yeah, that's the recovery. Does a little rotating, circular, goes all around like that. Relax. I forget what that one does, but rolling just.
It's on my
rolls up
butt
and
now.
down. Yeah. The relax I think will go onto your butt. Pulse is a little bit weird because it's just kind of like things going like that. I'm not so wild about that, but you have a lot of options.
Yeah.
And you pay for a lot of options. If you're going to buy a luxury
Nothing
vehicle.
is free.
Nothing is free. All right, Paul, let's take this Navigator out on the freeway here. Plenty of power, and that's one of the things that I think this has going for it, maybe that not every large SUV has going for it. But this has 440 horsepower, a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. So this thing really will rock and roll. Here we go. Speed in a hurry. For a big vehicle. I mean, this is something that weighs over 5.
Yeah, it was easily if this guy hadn't been in front of us.
Yeah, we've always got.
I mean, get off our road, really.
We've always got a truck or something when we get onto the highway. But the nice thing is that it really will rock and roll. You got a lot of good straight line speed. It's a big SUV. It's not sporty. We're not going to be going around the corners at 100 mile an hour and crazy like that. But it is pretty quiet in here. We do have the sunroof shade back, so that allows a little more noise in. But it's a pretty quiet ride, which you'd expect for a big luxury SUV. Active Glide is available, Paul. So what we'll do is we'll punch the button here, and let's see when it's going to...
So that's the...
Active Glide is the hands-free... There it goes. Okay, I had to wait for the icon to come up. It says hands-free right here.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to even put my hands on the wheel. I mean, I'm driving the car with the gas pedal down here, and I could also put it on a cruise and just set the speed if I want to. I will say this, Paul. I'm not somebody who understands why you even need hands-free, but this works pretty well. We've had one of these before, and it kept cutting out.
Right.
This one does not seem to cut out like the other one did that we had. The only time you need to hold the wheel and make it change is when you're like dodging somebody, getting around somebody on the highway. Like we have a little slow traffic in front of us right now to get out and around them. But hands-free, I picked this vehicle up in Chicago about a week ago, and after I got onto the freeway, maybe 5 or 10 miles onto the freeway on our way back to Milwaukee, clicked on the hands-free, and except for changing lanes occasionally, I didn't have to touch the wheel until I got off the highway in Milwaukee. There's 130,000 miles of freeway mainly that they have programmed into this, so that once it knows where you are,
Who thinks of all that stuff?
Well, some engineer that's just slightly brighter than you and I.
And richer.
And richer, probably, at this point, yes. But I know I've been pretty impressed with this. Again, I don't know that I would need that function on a car. Just regular cruise control is fine with me, but hey, this works. One thing I've noticed is that in near downtown Milwaukee on the freeway, it seemed like it wanted to get into the turns a little deeper than I would like to for the speed that we were going. So you get a little bit more towards the center of the lane, and then it would bring you back. So that was just something that, if you know that, I guess you're okay. But otherwise,
what's that? It's a
Regal.
A sedan.
Yeah, look at that, a sedan. We didn't know that they made those anymore.
And it looks good.
Well, it's a Buick. They don't make Regals anymore.
That's right.
They don't make cars anymore. It's all SUVs. So luxury, large luxury, it's going to be expensive, right, Paul?
Yep.
$79,500 is what it starts at for this. Is a 2023 model, and that's a rear-wheel drive model. All-wheel drive starts about $84,000. This is the Reserve. This is the middle of the line. This one is, starts about $90,000. This one is about $106,000 right now as it sits here. And if you go to the Black Label, which we've had before, it was really nice too. That starts at about $106,000 or $107,000 and goes up. Next year, the prices are going to go up, and it's only going to be an all-wheel drive vehicle. So it will be from $84,000 up to $115,000 if you get the long version. Long version costs you about $3,000 more. So that's what it is for the big Navigator. Hey, thanks for watching this. We're going to see you next time.
Wow!